Today, the video is about how we keep our relationship spicy. I don't know if that's the right word, but how we keep it fresh, how we keep it really good. How do Dana and I have and maintain a really positive relationship together with 18 kids in the mix? Stick around and check it out. How we keep our relationship spicy. This is the first picture that was ever taken the day we met because our kids knew we were meeting and wanted a picture, and we both hate it, but it's all we've got. They were supportive. From the very beginning, this was the night before we met, I went to a friend's birthday party, and from the very beginning of our relationship, we texted a week before we met. We send each other goofy pictures and really keep in touch with each other during the day via text. I think our personalities are just pretty goofy, which makes things a lot easier. It's just your attitude. We also love a lot of the same things, and we capitalize on that. One, we're each other's best friend. We love being outside. We respect and adore each other. But then there are the things that we do individually, and one thing that we made sure we did was maintain our own identity. Dane plays basketball, and I love to watch him, but I do not understand the rules, nor do I want to. I do know if he's had a good game, though. And I run, although he has run with me as a basketball player. I definitely do the most of it. And he knows if I've had a good run or not based on me crossing that finish line. So the biggest thing that we've done, I think, is keep our own identity and then combine efforts where we can. There are some things that people really struggle with in relationship. Finances are one, communication and sex. I'd have to say all of them boil down to communication. Dane and I have very different ways of attacking things, but we want the same end goal. We just really check in with each other and make sure, hey, are we still shooting for the same goal, and are you just doing it in a way that's different from me? So we are on the same page and understand each other. With finances, we literally one day hashed it out. We have our own private accounts that both link to a joint account, and we put money in those accounts as we need to. I know that our love of adventure and silliness is passed on because we get photobombed by our kids pretty often, which we love because they're goofy like we are. So communication's the biggest thing. One part of that was having date night once a week. We do have rules for date night. One rule is we try really hard not to talk about our kids. It's difficult because sometimes our date is the only time that we are not around our kids, but we try to minimize that. The other thing we have a hard, fast rule about, absolutely, is that we do not talk about our relationship. Date night is not the time to hash out every issue we've ever had. It was a bigger deal for me because I felt like I finally got him alone and we could talk about stuff. It wasn't good for our relationship. So hard, fast rule. The other thing is that we've put each other as a top priority. If we fail, the family fails. And in a blended family, it's even more difficult to make sure that you're awesomely successful. We spend a lot of time outside. We spend time really touching base and communicating. We appreciate our older kids when they can watch this little one because we can run to the store, and even a run to the store sometimes we capitalize on just those few stolen moments with each other. I think, again, I'm going to say it again, our attitude and fun and adventure and silliness really is what has probably made this relationship so incredible. And knowing that we're not going to always agree on everything. Dane definitely parents his kids more, and I parent my kids more. We always know what the other one is doing and thinking and where we're at, making sure that we understand the parenting direction with each other's kids. That's a really big, difficult thing to navigate with a blended family. The other thing that people have issues with is sex. And again, it comes down to communication. We have a lot of kids. We work hard. So making sure we keep things spunky, I think it's just those stolen moments together. And the fact that this guy is my absolute best friend in the whole world. He's the guy that I love and respect and care about more than anyone in the world. He's the one I want to get the best of me because he definitely sees the worst in me. like any relationship. You women out there who stop shaving their legs and take care of themselves, because the second you're single, the first thing you're going to do is sign yourself up for a Brazilian butt waxing just in case you meet some guy and want to have sex. I want Dane to get the best of me, not my single life or the days that I was younger or the good old days. We really, really like to dress up for each other. We like to have fun together. We like to support each other and respect each other, because this friendship ultimately is what we want to stand the test of time. We're very high contact people. We like to cuddle a lot, touch a lot. We're very affectionate in front of our kids. We laugh a lot, joke a lot, give each other a hard time. And unless there are specific subjects that we don't want to discuss in front of the kids, we hash things out in front of them. Kids need to learn how to communicate and get through tough stuff. The best way for them to do that is to actually see it in action. In the end, keeping things spicy in our relationship isn't difficult, because I just adore him. I want my kids to see a success story. I want them to know how much we've struggled and that we've gotten through it, because that's the fairy tale ending. It's not happily ever after. It's happy despite the fact that shit happens and you don't always get along and things aren't always great, but you stick it out and love each other anyway. That's one of the biggest things I want our kids to see as an example. We love and respect each other. We're each other's best friends. We stick it out through tough times. We communicate really, really well, because it's important. It's okay not to agree as long as you're working towards a common goal together and you discuss being on the same page. It's my belief that when you keep each other as a top priority and you love each other and you communicate well, keeping it spicy, well, that's just second nature. If you've made it this far, remember to click like, subscribe to the channel, and remember, every day's an adventure. Make it a great one.